Have you ever caught yourself saying things to yourself that you'd never say to someone you love? Things like, "I'm not good enough," "I should have done better," or "What's wrong with me?" If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many of us are our own harshest critics. We beat ourselves up over mistakes, fall into patterns of guilt and shame, and set impossibly high standards. But here's the truth. Being hard on yourself doesn't make you better, it makes you hurt. And healing starts when you decide to be kind to yourself. The first step to stop being so hard on yourself is awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. What do you say to yourself when things go wrong? When you fail? When you feel behind? If your self-talk is filled with blame, judgment, or pressure, it's time to gently challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, would I say this to a friend going through the same thing? If the answer is no, then it doesn't belong in how you speak to yourself either. Next, give yourself permission to be human. Perfection isn't the goal. Progress is. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to have bad days. You're allowed to not have everything figured out. Healing begins when you accept that growth is messy, and being not okay sometimes doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're real. You can hold yourself accountable and show yourself compassion. These two things aren't opposites. They're partners. Another way to stop the self-criticism is to recognize the roots. Ask yourself, where did this voice come from? Maybe it was a parent, a teacher, society, or even past trauma that taught you to tie your worth to your performance. Once you realize that voice isn't actually yours, you can start rewriting the script. Your worth isn't based on how productive you are, how perfect you seem, or how much you please others. You're worthy simply because you exist. Start practicing self-kindness in small ways. Speak to yourself gently. Celebrate small wins. Rest when you're tired, not when you've earned it. Set boundaries. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know before you knew it. These may seem like simple things, but over time, they add up to a deep kind of healing. You don't have to hustle for your own love. You don't have to keep proving you're enough. You already are. The road to healing isn't paved with self-criticism. It's built on self-acceptance, one step at a time. So today, I challenge you. Catch one negative thought and replace it with a kind one. Just one. That's where healing starts. With a decision to treat yourself with the same care and grace you give to others. And if you're on a journey of healing, growth, and learning to be gentler with yourself, I'd love for you to join this space. Subscribe to this channel, not just for the content, but for the community. A place where we choose compassion over perfection and healing over harshness. Because you deserve it. Yes, you.